Hi, my name is Abby. I live out of this truck camper with that guy.
It's got a stick.
And that guy. And in this video we are truck camping, cooking, hiking, sightseeing in Lassen Volcanic National Park. We found a really cool campsite that we're going to be calling home for the next couple of days and just overall checking out this really interesting and fascinating area, and I'm excited to bring you along.
Come on, Rocky.
Alright, so we're going on a couple hikes on our first day here. They're supposed to be easy in the sense that they have less of an elevation gain, so we'll see how that goes. I honestly still have some aches and pains from the hiking that we did in Yosemite, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I go up or downhill, I just notice in my knees it kind of feels a little weird. And then one of the balls of my feet just kind of feels very sore, like, I don't know, I smacked it really hard against something. So we're gonna take these first couple ones easy, and I'm not wearing, you know, the most appropriate hiking gear. This is more just athleisure stuff that I got going on. It's also kind of cold and cloudy. I think during this time of the year it's supposed to be, you know, in the 70s and have a really hot sun with a very high UV index. Today I think it's only getting up to 62 degrees and the UV is 5, which is cold. There are some lakes here and I think people like to take a dip in them or, you know, go paddling, do different things like that. And it's way too cold for that right now. One thing that I need to keep in mind while I'm here is this is a high elevation national park, so I need to be mindful of the altitude at all times, especially if I'm doing hiking, and just monitoring my symptoms so that if I do show signs of altitude sickness, I take care of myself and make sure that it doesn't turn into anything potentially serious. All right, let's go.
Everyone else at this national park knows they're sharing the space with the outdoorsy Abby.
Why would you say that? We just got back, we're making lunch, and then we're going to hike number 2.
Tell the vlog what we're making for lunch.
For lunch we are doing rotisserie chicken from Costco in a sort of veggie wrap with some ranch. I can't even see you, you got a duck.
I know. I guess I'll just be faceless for this video. We got some tomatoes, some cucumbers, some bell peppers, some carrots, some avocado in it, and some mixed greens. It'll be pretty veggie heavy.
We're almost out.
That's good.
Oh, yeah. We're almost out.
Oh my god, you got a lot of chicken on yours.
What?
What? Okay. You're not gonna put avocado in this? There's not gonna be room for avocado.
Well, nobody told me that this was your, like, method of doing things. This is why we don't cook together. We both have 2 different ideas on how the dish is gonna go, and then we're just, like, it gets lost in translation. Mm-hmm. We're better at, you know, our teamwork is best done where I have a task, he has a task. We ask for help when we need it, but stay out of the other person's way generally.
Alright, TMI.
What? Alright, I packed these a little heavy.
Cheers.
So I didn't get to wrap them as well as I would have liked, but... Alright, our break is over. Time for hike number 2. So back in 2021, there was a wildfire that spread throughout a major portion of Lassen Volcanic National Park, and as you can see, everything is dead on this side, but thankfully the highway did stop further spread of the wildfire, and so it all looks completely normal on this side. We just hit 8,500 feet of elevation, and it's really cold, so I'm gonna get changed so that I'm better prepared for this hike. Overall, I feel pretty normal. I feel like, I don't know, like I'm taking a full breath, but it's not doing the same. That's really all I'm feeling right now. So again, if it gets worse, we'll reevaluate, but right now I'm just kind of working a little harder to breathe. All right, let's go. There are people in tank tops. Meanwhile, I have 2 mid-layers on. It's so cold. Same thing. I'm still breathing kind of heavy, but I can't tell. We're on kind of a very gentle incline. I don't know if it's that, or it could also be the cold. Jack was very excited to touch snow. Do not.
Cold. Let's go. We both took our second layer off. It's getting pretty hot out. Let's continue.
The smell is not the best here, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, time to make it somewhere back up there.
We are on our way back from bump ass hell. It smelled so bad. It gave me a headache, it was so strong. Even Abby had mentioned she'd been to Yellowstone, it wasn't nearly that bad.
No, I mean, you know, it smells like your standard rotten egg smell. The whole rotten egg smell, totally doable. This was like, I don't know, if you've ever blown up a balloon and you can like smell the plastic from the balloon, it smelled like that, but also if you lit that smell on fire. It was bad.
It smelled like our black tank when we don't dump it in a week.
Yes, mixed with like something burning. But genuinely such a cool hike, even if you didn't make it to the geothermal area. So pretty. There are so many cool mountain views. Or should I say volcanic views?
Look what we found.
Okay, we're back at camp. I am so exhausted. I would love nothing more than to get on my computer and do a little bit of work and just hang out the rest of the day. But my dog got one of the seats pretty dirty while we were gone, so it needs to get washed, unfortunately. This is just the reality of bringing a pet on the road. So I'm gonna hand wash this because there's no laundromat here. And then after that, I need to prep our bag and our food for tomorrow because we're going hiking. I'm super excited. I didn't really want to share it in the intro. I didn't want it to be clickbaity or anything, but we're trying to get to the summit or the top of Lassen Peak, which is the highest point in the national park, and it's only about a 2.5 mile hike one way, so about 4 or 5 miles round trip, but it's over 2,000 feet of elevation gain. But if we complete it, we can say that we climbed a volcano, so I'm really excited but very tired and have a lot to do, so that tomorrow I'm feeling energized and prepared to get this done. I got one of these collapsible totes or collapsible tubs because I wanted to be cheap, and I did like that this was a dual purpose in the sense that if I ever needed to wash clothes I could use it for that, but also if I were, I don't know, trying to conserve water or tank space, wanted to wash my dishes outside. So it kind of serves that dual purpose of clothes or dishes, but it honestly makes washing the clothes a lot harder, and I haven't had a need to use it for washing dishes yet, so I don't really see the point of having it be dual purpose. And I say all of that because the other option would have been to get a dry bag, or they actually make a specific type of camping laundry bag where it's waterproof, you throw all your clothes in, add detergent and water. It's like an actual bag that you just shake and roll around on the floor for a couple minutes. Whereas this, I'm like actually massaging the clothes, and I don't get to use as much force to actually get it clean, but that's the choice I made. Alright, I am going to rinse this off and hopefully it'll be clean. I also just want to say that if you're taking inspo from me on how to do laundry, which I don't think you should, my wrists really hurt, but if you had to, I will be dumping the gray water now in my tanks. I am not putting that in the wilderness, and if that's something that is really important to you, if you're like, I don't have tanks, get biodegradable laundry detergent. Make sure that it's very diluted in the water, and make sure that you scatter it in a very broad range in an area without vegetation. So like if I did have biodegradable laundry detergent and I was going to dump that water, I would probably go in this brown dirt and rock area, and I would try to scatter it over a wide surface area. Alright, get to do this all over again. Hopefully this is the last time though, but if I rinse it and the water looks particularly gray, I will do another rinse.
We're making rice right now. Some instant rice. Got the water boiling, put in a cup of rice, doing that. And then I'm dicing up just some random veggies we have that'll work alright. So I have a green bell pepper that I've already diced up in here. And a bunch of carrots I'm going to dice up. And we're going to do that with some eggs. And then a couple of these sausages we have. I'm going to dice up these sausages and put those in there too. And that's going to be our dinner tonight. We really need a close-up? Sweat these veggies down, hit them with some salt and pepper. Okay, we got those veggies starting to sweat. We cook those till they're soft. In the meantime, I'm going to dice up our sausages that we're going to put in there. Put those just into some slices. We got these from Costco. They're like chicken apple. Might be a bit of a weird combo, honestly. But we'll see how it goes. I think they're pre-cooked too, so I don't need to do much to them. I just want to get a little color on them. I'm sure you've noticed by now, but this is not exactly a very well planned out meal. It's just kind of some random stuff we had in the back of our pantry and fridge we're throwing together. Make sure some of our stuff does not go to waste. Start chucking in the sausages. I think these are chicken sausages too, if I didn't mention that. This is going to be a very topping heavy fried rice. Should not have put all 5 sausages in there, that's alright though. Here's the rice. Fluff it up. I'm going to fluff this up, and then I'm going to leave the lid off of this now so that it can dry out a little bit. I don't want to overwork it though and make it all gummy either. I'm going to push all that to the side and crack some eggs in there. 1 egg. 2 eggs. 3 eggs. Scramble these eggs. Put these eggs with some salt and pepper as well. I did this all backwards. I should have put these eggs in first. I'm not paying attention. So I stopped recording halfway through because it was looking absolutely horrible. It looks alright. It actually ended up decent though. It's somebody else's dinner time as well. This is what we do to help keep him enriched on days where we do a lot of hiking. We give him his food in a wobbler, which keeps him occupied for a very long time. Works him so hard he has to take a water break every time he's done. Trying to get a bite with everything in it.
Well, what's everything? Egg?
Pepper, egg, carrot. Rice, pepper, carrot, sausage. Probably pretty hot, so it's not bad. I don't know what I'm tasting, but it's pretty good. It's almost got like a cinnamon flavor to it, which is
I was
weird.
literally just going to say, is there cinnamon in here?
No. Maybe the apple sausages have that? Maybe that's for maybe they do cinnamon in that. I mean, cinnamon will go well with apple. I did not put cinnamon in here, no.
Okay, we finished up dinner and got ready for bed, so we'll see you tomorrow. Hello, it's day 2 of being in Lassen Volcanic National Park. Where are my cups? They're over here. So unfortunately, but typical for us, we got a bit of a late start to the day. Just when you work in the morning, you never really know what time you're gonna get off. Jack had a bit of a busy day, and I just had a whole bunch of random tasks, even not work related, around the camper that I needed to handle. We found that there's a little bit of a leak in the bathroom, which is gross and makes me scared because Jack looked up how much it will cost to fix the thing that we think might be broken, and it's like $1,000, and at the end of the day that's a lot of money considering how much we actually paid for this 30-year-old truck camper. Anyway though, so in doing all of that, we're not really expecting to actually get to the trailhead until around 12:30, 12:45. I'm making electrolyte drinks to just give us a little bit of energy and a little bit of a boost before we start the trail. I don't particularly recommend doing mountain or high elevation hikes in the afternoon because you have a higher chance of storms. It's very, I guess I wouldn't say common, but storms are a lot more likely to roll in the afternoon, especially in high elevation areas, and it's kind of hard to tell just looking at the weather forecast if there are storms or clouds in that area because, you know, the weatherman, he's not recording the weather from Lassen Peak. He's recording it from some station not on the top of a volcano, so while it looks like there are no clouds down here, we may get up there and be like, oh my gosh, these clouds look very ominous. I'm a huge fan of turning around the second that I start to feel a little off, so I'm not the most concerned about myself. I know that I have turned around and said, no, I'm not going up there. For really small reasons in the past. I really prioritize discerning between, you know, I really want to do something but I'm really scared to do it, and I'm just doing this at this point to say that I did it. So yes, we are going to get started on that. I'm just going to clean up the mess that I made and we'll be off. Fit check!
You recording?
Yeah. The park ranger said it was going to be anywhere from like 5 to 10 degrees colder at the peak, and it's a little chilly right now, so I put on my teeny tiny puffer. We'll see if that was excessive though, but let's go!
Alright, Abby, how are you feeling?
I'm already taking my coat off.
Already hot and out of breath. And we are that far. We've been hiking for 2 minutes probably. In fact, let me even pull out my phone and show you how far we are on all trails. We've made it 0.04 miles.
What?
No, I think I started a little bit late. We're a little further than that. But how long is this trail? Oh, right here. Here's perfect. That's how far we've made it. Making our way up the mountain. We're about, I think, like a third of the way up. It's really steep. What do you see?
Oh, I thought we had to cross that snow.
No, it's a switchback. I think eventually we will have to cross snow though. I think eventually we do. Anyways, here's our view right now. Pretty incredible.
First little section of the snow. It's pretty small though, thankfully. I was a little nervous.
Wow. Somebody's an alpinist. Yeah, I'd go straight up. Seemed a little bit easier than cutting the corner there. Go. Officially made it to the peak. Come on, Abby. Oh wow. Look at Shasta over in the distance, way to the left. That's beautiful.
Alright, we just got back to the truck camper. I honestly feel pretty good for having climbed 2,000 feet up to a volcano. My knees kind of hurt though, definitely feeling that, but the hiking poles helped so much going downhill. I see people online all the time making fun of people for bringing hiking poles. Why would you suffer going up and downhill when you can have something that helps you support your weight and gives you better stability? But we're gonna head back to camp. Hopefully this cushion cover is done drying by the time we get back. Alright, we are back at our campsite. Definitely want to take back what I said about feeling good despite the hike. I am now dead, but I need to clean. Typically, I clean about once a day if I want the camper to be in good standing. I mean, obviously I always want it to be in good standing, but when I actually have the energy to really commit to keeping it clean, it needs a true once over every night because there are crumbs, there's dog hair, just everything kind of finds its way everywhere. And so Jack and Rocky are hanging out outside before we actually get started on dinner and getting ready for bed. I'm gonna do a once over while I still have a little bit of energy. Looks so much better in here already. Alright, now that everything's all cleaned up, Jack's gonna get started on cooking, and then we're leaving first thing tomorrow morning, so I think I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you for the next adventure.